I'm making this video because I really care. I really care about you, and I really want to save you from destroying your life. Just recently, by the way, I lost a friend of mine because of smoking. I'm not going to get into the details of it. I just want to let you know that his lungs were the lungs totally gave up on him when he needed his lungs the most, and that was the COVID second wave. Just before he passed away, just 2 days before he passed away, he got a major surgery of his lungs in order to save him from dying from COVID. But doctors couldn't. Most terrible thing about smoking is that it reaches your brain, it gives you the pleasure in the next 10 seconds. Like it really hits you fast. That's what I've read about smoking. Talking about myself personally, I have never been a smoker. And I have been one of those exceptions who have had friends like these. Like the entire circle is smoking. I've worked in a corporate, and you know that there is this popular culture of smoking everywhere in corporate. I've been part of such groups, but I never gave in. Coming to what I actually have to talk about, and this is very serious because this concerns my family. This concerns my husband. I'm not making this video without his consent. He's the one who asked me to make this video for you. And now I will start with the story, something that happened in the last 2 or 3 years. So Sahil, he started smoking. And he started smoking because he had friends who would smoke. And every time he would go out with them, he would come back with his clothes smelling of smoke. You know how it smells, right? And I would just catch it in 2 seconds. And it pissed me off. It pissed me off. Like, how can I let somebody, I know this guy is important to me, and he started to smoke. I mean, he's starting in front of me. How can I let him start? And I could not tolerate the thought that he's beginning to ruin his life, and I cannot let this happen. So how it happened, I'll tell you. So Sahil started to smoke, and he's a very smart boy. He's a very smart boy. He knows everything, and he has that self-control. But anyway, wrong influence is the worst situation. You may be as good as you can be, but still if you have the wrong kind of friends and wrong kind of peers, you anyway fall sick to those habits. I would fight and I would crib and complain a lot, but eventually what he did was, he knew that something wrong is happening with him. He always knew that this is a bad habit. He should not succumb to it. He should not give in to it. But each time he would go out with his friends, he would forget about all these reasons. And there are so many good reasons for not smoking, right? But they would appear sporadically to you. So what he started doing was, now this is very smart, and it actually helped him get out of this habit. Today, he doesn't touch a cigarette at all. So, and it happened too quickly. That's the good part. He did it very methodically. He made a Google Doc, and I mean, so many things in our lives have come out of Google Docs. I literally have a doc for all my YouTube videos. He made a Google Doc, and he started noting down the reasons for why he should not smoke, because he did not trust his mind to remind him of the reasons when his friends would put a cigarette in his hand. So he started maintaining this doc, and every time a new reason would come to him, he would just quickly open his phone and note that reason down in the Google Doc. And eventually that small Google Doc became a huge list, which I've shared in the description of this video. Okay, it's a beautifully written doc. It's a masterpiece. I love it, and I want you to use it. This is only for your good. Just go, save a copy of this doc with yourself, and keep reading it. This is the process of belief building, okay? Belief building is where you know that something is good for you or something is bad for you, but your mind is not strong enough to act on it. So you train your mind into becoming stronger and following the steps that are good for you. Okay? So that's what happened. He started maintaining this dog. He started noting down the reasons. The dog became huge and he would read these reasons every now and then. And that is how he started belief building. That's how he trained his mind into knowing that acha theek hai. I don't remember every small reason. But since I remember that the Google Doc is huge, which I created to not smoke, that means I have a huge list of reasons why I should not smoke. And though I don't remember every item of the list, I do remember the length of the list. I do remember that the entire pile is huge. That means my entire knowledge, entire body of knowledge of why I should not smoke is huge. And that serves as the reason for your mind to know that what is the right course of action for you the next time somebody offers you a cigarette. Eventually, his belief got stronger that he should never smoke again. And here we are. I will never name anyone because my idea is not to disrespect anybody, but there are a few friends of mine who say that they are not addicted to cigarettes और हम तो कभी भी छोड़ देंगे, हम तो बस शौक के लिए पीते हैं. I'll say that in English. I'll quit any time. I just have it because it's fun. I'm not addicted to it. But I know it in my heart they are addicted to it. They are addicted. If you're having 5 or 6 or 10 cigarettes in a day, you're addicted. If you are doing this, you must start fighting right away before it becomes a problem that kills you. When you know something is so bad for you and you're still doing it. Why? Why are you so weak? There comes a stage in your life when you're unable to fight diseases because your body is weak. खोखली हो गई अंदर से. खोखलापन आ गया. It's hollow from inside. You've killed your immune system. I don't want you to do that with yourself. It definitely was creating an issue in a relationship when things like these were happening. Like there came a point where he knew that if he would meet me after having a smoke, I'm gonna fight. If you know that your partner is going to be furious at you for something, you would not want your partner to know that you did that. So subconsciously, you would start avoiding your partner. You would start avoiding him or her, and that will draw distances in your relationship. And something like that, I did sense for a few days, not months, few days. Because sometimes what you have is so important, the two people, what you have is so important that nothing else matters as much. And then you have to work on your wrong habits. So that is all for today's video. This is the doc. Please have a look. It's beautifully written, just pointers. Why you should not smoke and why you should probably start avoiding people who smoke around you. Because you're not just harming yourself, you're passively also making others smoke. So if I'm standing in a group where 5 people are smoking, I'm the 6th one not smoking, I am also inhaling that smoke. Let's not do that to each other, okay? We've got bigger problems to solve. Let's not create one more issue for ourselves. Cigarette has a thing, it hits your brain too quickly. It hits your brain too fast. It reaches the mind in less than 10 seconds as from what I understand, because this is what I've read. It reaches your brain in 10 seconds, and that's why it is the cheapest pleasure and the fastest pleasure one can afford. है ना? So when you know that something that is so terrible and so easily accessible and affordable, it is very dangerous. That's all for today. I really, really care about you, and I really do not want you to fall prey to such vices. Let's promise we are gonna get out of this, and I'm sure this video is going to save at least 2 to 3 lives. And I'm making this video for those 2 or 3 lives. Thank you very much. I'll see you again soon.